All right, welcome. Today we're going to dive into the story of a tiny invisible hero. It's an element that fills up our birthday balloons, but it also powers life-saving technology and was literally born in the heart of stars. So let's get into the incredible story of helium.
I mean, you've probably wondered about it, right? What is that invisible stuff that makes a balloon float right up to the ceiling, or that gives you that super funny, high-pitched voice? Well, it turns out the answer is a single incredible element, and today we're going to uncover all its secrets. Okay, so to help us on this adventure, let's meet our guide. Everybody, this is Helios, our very own friendly helium atom. He's going to show us exactly what makes him so special. So, who is this Helios guy really? Well, if you look on the periodic table, you'll find helium right at number 2. It's also something called a noble gas, which is a fancy way of saying it's very independent. It doesn't like to react or team up with other atoms. You could say he's a little shy. He kind of prefers to fly solo. Now, Helios's biggest superpower, the thing that makes him famous, is that he's unbelievably light. In fact, right after hydrogen, he's the second lightest element in the entire universe. And that's his whole secret, you know? That unique lightness is what lets him just float up and defy gravity. But wait a second, if hydrogen is even lighter, why aren't we using that for party balloons? Well, hydrogen has a bit of a dangerous side. It's super flammable. You might remember the Hindenburg disaster. Helios, our guy, is totally safe. He's what scientists call inert, which means he won't catch fire. No way. That makes him the perfect, safe, and reliable hero for the job. Okay, so where does a superhero like this even come from? Well, get this. His origin story, it's not from around here. It's totally cosmic.
This might actually blow your mind. While Helios is pretty rare here on Earth, he's incredibly common out in space. Helium makes up about 23% of all the known stuff in the universe. Only hydrogen is more common. That means everything else, you, me, the Earth, all the other planets, all of that is just that tiny little sliver at the end. Wild, right?
So most of the helium out there is ancient, like really ancient. A huge chunk of it was created just minutes after the Big Bang. The rest is being constantly cooked up deep inside the fiery engines of stars, including our very own sun, through a process called nuclear fusion. And this is a great story. We actually found it on the sun before we ever found it on Earth. Back in 1868, during a solar eclipse, some astronomers saw this weird yellow light in the sun's atmosphere that they'd never seen before. They knew it had to be a new element, so they named it helium, after Helios, the Greek god of the sun. It took almost 30 more years before anyone actually found it here on our own planet.
So, wait a minute. If he's so rare here on Earth and is always trying to float away, how do we get any of it? Well, for that part of the story, we have to look deep, deep underground.
Okay, this is actually amazing. Deep inside the Earth's crust, there are these big radioactive elements like uranium. And over millions and millions of years, they slowly break down. As they do, they release these tiny things called alpha particles. And get this, an alpha particle, that's just the core of a helium atom. It's basically Helios's core. These little pieces of Helios get trapped in pockets underground along with natural gas, and that's where we get it from today.
So now that we figured out how to find and collect this hidden treasure, Helios has been put on some seriously important missions right here on Earth.
Okay, let's start with the one everyone knows, that famous party trick. Why does helium make your voice sound so funny? It's pretty simple. When you talk, the sound from your vocal cords vibrates through the air in your throat. But helium is way, way lighter than air. So sound just zips through it like almost 3 times faster. That completely changes the sound. And out comes that high, squeaky voice.
And now for a really, really important safety note. I know it seems like a fun trick, but inhaling helium straight from a tank or even a balloon is extremely dangerous. It pushes all the oxygen out of your lungs. If you breathe in too much, you can get dizzy, pass out, or even worse. Seriously, it's not a toy. Please just don't do it. All right, on a much more serious mission, Helios is a genuine lifesaver for deep-sea divers. See, under the intense pressure deep underwater, the nitrogen in normal air can dissolve into a diver's blood. If they come back to the surface too fast, that nitrogen forms painful, dangerous bubbles. It's a condition called the bends. So what do? They swap out the nitrogen for helium in the breathing tanks. Helium doesn't cause that problem, so divers can go deeper, for longer, and come back up safely. But maybe, just maybe,
Helios's most mind-blowing superpower is how cold he can get. We're talking unbelievably cold. As a liquid, helium's boiling point is minus 268.9 degrees Celsius. That is just a couple of degrees away from absolute zero, the coldest temperature that's even possible in the universe. Nothing else can get that cold and stay a liquid.
And that incredible supercooling power, it's not just a weird fact, it's absolutely crucial for modern medicine. You know those MRI machines that let doctors see inside our bodies? They work using these huge, powerful superconducting magnets. And those magnets only work if they're kept incredibly cold. Liquid helium is literally the only thing on the planet cold enough to do the job, which makes it essential for this life-saving technology.
So yeah, we all think of balloons, right? But look at this. They're actually a really small part of what helium is used for. Almost a third of it goes to cryogenics. That's supercooling stuff for things like MRIs. It's also used to pressurize rocket fuel tanks, to protect super-sensitive metal welding, and even to find microscopic leaks. Balloons are just a tiny fraction of its workload.
But there's a twist in this story. Our amazing cosmic superhero, he's actually in a bit of trouble here on Earth.
Here's the problem. Because Helios is so light and doesn't like to stick around, as soon as we let him out, he's gone. He just floats up and up and up, right out of our atmosphere until he escapes Earth's gravity and is lost to space. Forever. And we can't make more of it. The helium that's trapped underground is all we've got. It's a truly non-renewable resource.
And this quote from a scientist really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? When you think about how vital helium is for medicine and science, and you realize how limited our supply is, it makes you ask a serious question. Should we really be using this precious element for party tricks, or should we be saving every bit we can for the critical missions that only Helios can handle?
All right, so let's wrap this amazing journey up. Here are the 5 absolute greatest super facts about our hero, Helios. He's the second most common element in the whole universe. He was discovered on the sun before he was found on Earth. Here, he's created by radioactive decay. He has the lowest boiling point of anything, period. And he's our go-to super safe gas for making things float. What a resume! And that really leaves us with one last big question to think about. Helios is a precious, limited hero. Knowing everything he does for us, from helping us explore the deep sea to saving lives with medical scans, how can we make sure he's here to help us in the future? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me for this one.